Hey everyone, Ryan Tate here. I'm super excited to be coming back to YouTube with some videos here. And I thought that I'd start, uh, being back on YouTube with a bang. I'm talking about, a specific case study on how I helped a client and a friend um, make over $25,000 in 7 days. And I'm going to break down the process. I'm going to explain it to you guys. Um, Again, I know that some of you guys who already have a successful business, you'll be able to go ahead and implement this and maybe have similar results. But again, if you don't have a business, again, any person that I've seen actually implement this, that even has like a small list, with my, working with me directly to implement this, has made at least $3,000. With having a small list, that's the only caveat. But I'll go ahead and I'll explain what it is, how the money was made. I'm going to break down everything, every part of the sequence. Now, I don't have live pages, so you can see examples. But again, I'm going to break it down conceptually so you guys understand what's going on, and you'll be able to go ahead and see. All right. So, and again, I didn't create this method. This method was actually created by someone named Daegan Smith, one of the best internet marketers to ever live. Again, if you ever had a chance to like get any of his old stuff, you'll find this method in some of his trainings. In the last recent years. So the process that we're going to talk about is something that's called an invisible funnel. So again, obviously, if you're here on my marketing channel, I'm sure you guys have heard of funnel. Basically, a funnel is a way to essentially ascend people through, steps or sequences, so that again they come in the beginning of the funnel, the biggest part, the funnel. They come in the biggest part at the top of the funnel, as a lead, and they ascend down by purchasing, more expensive products, and they come out on the end, obviously with, having purchased, whatever it is that you're trying to sell. At the bottom of your funnel is going to be your most expensive type of product. And my dogs would want to start wrestling right when I start recording this video. So, hey guys, cut it out. Lay down. Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna break this down step by step. So essentially, I knew someone who was an information publisher. Well, at the time, they weren't an information publisher, so to speak. Well, actually, they were. They had. So my friend Mark, he had one real estate course that he was selling. He was selling for about $197, but he was actually an active real estate investor. So he never really took like the course creation, part of the business too seriously, because he was actually doing real estate deals. And and again, I approached him and said, hey, like I see that you're actually, you have a course, you have things that you can sell, but however, again, at the time he wasn't selling a lot of them because again he wasn't focusing on it. And I was like, hey, there's this process called invisible funnel, which I'm going to break down in just a second what it is, that allow you to sell like a whole crap ton of courses and things that that you want to sell. Get the information in front of your target market, and you can also get people to want to invest, and work more closely with you in some type of coaching type of situation. So this is how the invisible funnel works. So it's basically, in essence, almost like almost like a reverse funnel, to think about it, right? Because a typical funnel comes in in our space, and the make money, type of information product type of business. Essentially, you have an introductory offer where maybe it's like $27 or $47, maybe $97, maybe $197, whatever that price is. And then when the person purchases that product, like you would send them up, usually like through an upsell sequence, and eventually like they come out the back end. If you have it set up correctly, they could have advanced, up through your sales funnel. Now, what the invisible funnel does is it basically gives you an audience, right? Because in the traditional sales model, based on your conversion rates, you're only getting a certain amount of people who are purchasing your product. So let's say if your front-end product is $27 or $47 or $97, typically the higher the price point, no matter how good your sales copy is, usually it's the lower the conversion rate is going to be. So, let's just say you're, world-class copywriter and you're able to convert 10% of your, 10% of the people who see your offer into a customer. That still leaves like a whole subset of like 90% of people who never get to ascend up that model because, they've been kept out of the gate, so to speak. So what the invisible funnel allows you to do is get, a whole group, a large group of people to invest some money into you so that you can actually present to them, your most elegant solution, which is going to be a paid product. So how it works is we start with an irresistible offer. So the premise of this is you want to be able to give away some of your best information and content. How I've seen this work most successfully is people will do at least like a 4-hour webinar. So let's just say that you are an expert on a topic, or you have subject knowledge on a topic, or someone who does have subject matter and is an expert on a specific topic. You're gonna put together some type of like a webinar, some type of online training, where again the prospect can come into the training for either $1 or $0, right? So you make the risk like there's no risk in doing the offer, or seeing what coming to attend this workshop essentially, right? Now here's the premise though: if they enjoy, because again, what you want to do on that webinar, you want to give as much value as possible. 4 hours, 5 hours. I've seen one go like 8 hours long, where it's just nonstop. You're just giving them your best, absolute best content, that you have to offer. And again, you're charging $0 up front. And the reason why you're charging $0 up front is to be able to collect the credit card information. So what you do is once you collect, if they attend the event, you let them know ahead of time that, again, you're allowing them to come to this workshop. You're giving them, your best training material possible. You're going to use a hook that, they would be interested in. So like if it was like affiliate marketing, maybe it's like you do a training on list building and you show all your traffic sources that you're using, or maybe you show live campaigns that you're running. You allow people to come for $0. And if they like the content, in 3 days, they're going to be billed, $97, $197, $497, whatever price point you choose. You let them know, but obviously you're letting them know in advance. I've seen $97 price point work, pretty much, the best. And those $97 payments start adding up real quick. Also, again, you're in your sales copy, you let them know. Now, if they're not pleased with the webinar, they can, if they stay to the end, you're going to give them a special email address, not your normal email address, but a special email address where they can send, information to, like, or email to you to cancel them from the payments, right? Now, the caveat is obviously they have to actually attend the webinar to get that email address, right? You know what I mean? Like, you don't give away the email address up front. You want them to come to attend the webinar, because obviously your hope is that, the amount of value that you give on the webinar will supersede the number of people who want to actually go ahead and cancel. Hey, stop, guys, stop. That are actually, looking to cancel. In my experience, only about 10% or less of people ask not to be billed. And it's usually because normally they can't actually afford the $97 or don't want to pay the $97. They're just looking for free information. But that's okay, because typically, like, a $0 offer or $1 offer converts at like 10%, 20%, 30%, 50%. It's crazy as far as, like, the actual conversion rate. So again, I believe in this example, when I was helping Mark, about 30% of the people who came to the video sales letter that we're offering this trial to come for $0, about 30% of the people, signed up, right? So, I had hundreds of people, sign up. So again, I mean, obviously you can imagine if you have 100 people sign up, and 90% of them get billed $97. Obviously, you can see like how you could make $25,000 in 7 days, right? Now the cool thing about it is there's some people who don't add all these steps in here. But what we made sure we did for this particular case is, again, they came in for $0. We treated like a regular sales funnel at that point. We offer them some type of upsell package that they can take. Usually it's going to be inexpensive, $20, $40, something like that, $47. Usually it's less than half the ticket price that we want to bill them. So if it's going to be $97 workshop, we only bill them like about $47, in the upsell sequence. We offer upsell offers that are usually lower than that, right? And again, that's only really to make money up front, because again, if you're running this type of offer, you can run this type of offer with paid traffic and do pretty well with it. So the upsell sequence is only for you to reimburse or recoup what you're spending in paid traffic, right? Now, here is the most important part, which is the back end offer. The back end offer is going to be something that's going to be high ticket. Now, in this particular example, Mark sold a $497 coaching package. And again, I was trying to push him to sell something for more, like $10,000 or $20,000, because in the market that he's in, coaching goes for that price. And he sold a coaching offer for $497, which again, maybe he didn't believe that people would pay that much, but again, there are like workshops that go for $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 in this niche market. So again, this could have been a lot more had Mark actually listened to what I told him as far as like what to charge for like the back end training. But again, Mark was so happy with how much he was making from the initial, or from the registration. There were so many people who were signing up. He's like, I'm gonna probably make like close to like $10,000. I'm like, no, bro, you're gonna make more than that. So at the end of the day, he sold a few of the the back end training offers. What the visible funnel allows you to do is have an audience of people, right? So now you have, let's say you have 100, 200 people who show up for this webinar, because they, in the back of their mind, they know eventually they're going to get charged $97. They're going to pay close to attention to what you're giving them, right? So as long as you're giving them nonstop amounts of value, they're going to be excited about that. And my dog is going crazy. I apologize if that's on the recording. As long as you're giving them the nonstop amount of value, they're going to be excited. And essentially, the invisible offer gives you a platform to be able to pitch your high price services. Where again, on a normal funnel, this may take you weeks or months for you to actually take someone through the ascension process of buying your front end offer, buying your mid ticket offer, buying your your normal high ticket offer, before they ever get presented whatever your top high end package offer is. This may take weeks or months before a person is ready to be ascended that way. Whereas again, if you do the invisible funnel, you're dumping as much content on them as possible, while they're attentively listening, and then you spend 90% of your time just giving value, and then you spend 10% of your time pitching something at the end. And again, I mean, it's a crazy way to really make money. So again, go ahead and implement this in your business. If you guys want to see like a step-by-step breakdown of like how to set it up, I mean, I guess I can do a video later, but again, this is just me talking about it and breaking it down. Conceptual level. Start the invisible funnel. You're going to start with an irresistible offer. An irresistible offer, or what we call a mafia offer, is something that people can't refuse. So what is the main problem in your marketplace? You want to solve, what are the main problem, or what the main problems are in your marketplace. That's what the hook of your webinar is going to be about. And then your back end offer is going to be something that you're going to allow people to work with you on a personal one-on-one basis, or a more intimate type of setting, or group coaching, something like that. But again, you want to make sure that it's high price, because again, you have all these attentive people. They've already demonstrated that they have the ability to buy something from you by pulling out a credit card. Even if they've only registered for $0, you have their credit card on file. They actually have a credit card. So it's a really unique way to approach making money online. And again, I mean, I've seen the biggest invisible funnel launch I've seen someone do is like close to like $500,000 to $1 million. I know Russell Brunson did an invisible funnel launch and they did like $500,000. But I think he just recently did one like last year where it was like a several $1,000,000 invisible funnel launch. So something you want to think about. Go ahead and put it into action. If you need help with it, obviously I'm just an email away. So again, thank you so much for viewing this video. If you like the content, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can get more videos just like this every single day. All right, thank you so much. My name is Ryan. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.